time. Exploration is the incessant engine that drives us to innovation. But innovation evolved from a tradition. But innovation means knowledge and respect of the materials. But first of all, for me, means desire to create and experience something new. And today, you will experience a direct trade coffee from Uganda. The gives you reason, the cultivar is SL28. And you will explore the same ground coffee with a 2 different extraction method and 2 great combination flavor. I'm Davide and start to prepare for you your cold signature drink that I call Bitter Sweet Symphony Aperitivo. And I put 20 grams of coffee in this thermos with 200 grams of water preheated at 90 degrees for 2 minutes of brewing time. After that, I will filter it with AeroPress and pour in this server, where I pour now the sour mix, 5 ml for each drink. It's made out of coffee flour, honey, and lime juice. 50 milliliter of my homemade liquor is made out of artichokes bitter, vermouth, and rhubarb. 20 ml of cachaça is aged in amburana wood cask. Okay. On the top of the drink, I will put an alcoholic coffee-based aria. Is an infusion of my coffee that was cold brewed for 8 hours with rhubarb, grapefruit peels, and now I put the sucrester to emulsify. I'm gonna let this ingredient rest and pour the ingredient for the Irish coffee. 8 milliliter of abamele is a Sardinian product from honeycombs. It's a mix of honey and pollen. 8 for each drink. Then, Thilling single malt Irish whiskey aged in Madeira cask for 13 years. 20 ml for each drink. Now the coffee. 30 grams of coffee in 430 grams of water, 95 degrees, preheated, in the Bonavita dripper. I choose the Bonavita and the recipe to generate the right texture and profile of flavors in my coffee. Okay. While my coffee is extracting, I will serve you the aperitivo. Traditional drinks, Negroni, Americano, Caipirinha, inspired me for this aperitivo. And of course, the filter coffee inspired me, where I deconstructed them and added the coffee. I filter with AeroPress to emphasize the rich body, and then I will put in the chiller to reduce the dilution that I will have in the glass with the ice, but that will be my bypass. Here we are. I put in the chiller. This is a double cylindric of ice, then I don't have dilution in this case. Okay. I do all of this to preserve the natural characteristic of this coffee. rum note, winey
5
note,
minuti.
ripe fruit and resin sweetness. The coffee has been developed through a meticulous approach to the product development in a supply chain such as the picking at 2,000 meters. The altitude gives this altitude gives acidity and density. The special aerobic fermentation for a few days gives winey note and ripe fruit note. 50 days in resin beds of dried process gives balsamic note, spicy note, and sweet wooden notes. Then, of course, the last but not the least, the light roasting process, with a long developed time done 6 days ago to preserve the natural characteristic of this coffee, but enhance a unique flavor profile. Now I emulsify. So, from my coffee, in your aperitivo, you will taste at the first sip the acidity of green apple. Immediately after, ripe fruit of plums, cherry, and peach. To continue in your mouth with a winey note emphasized with a liquor, which create a bitter cocoa finish that reminds us a bitter sweet of the aperitivo. I choose this cachaça from the state of the Rio with amburana, that is a Brazilian wood, to emphasize the balsamic, spicy, and sweet wooden note
3
of the
minuti.
coffee. Opla. Now, put the glass. Opla. The coffee alcoholic air will highlight the sweetness through all the experience. Now in my air, this glass and this air create a visual bridge with the next drinks, the Irish coffee. Please go for your bittersweet symphony aperitivo. Enjoy. Time, please.
9:09.
So, for the Irish coffee, I wanted to combine the warm and bombshell tradition of two islands, Ireland and Sardinia. From Sardinia, I took Abamele, his ancient product based on honey, which gives a rich candy fruity note and a balsamic citrus honey finish. The Irish whiskey Tilling single malt to gives the natural, to emphasize the natural natural vanilla note and spicy wooden note of the coffee. This cream will embrace all ingredients and gives us a sweet toffee velvet mouthfeel. Please enjoy your Irish coffee. This is my time.
10:24 per Davide Spinelli.